Billy Jones is an English footballer who plays as a right-back for Sunderland in the Premier League. Jones started his career at Crewe Alexandra and made his professional debut in October 2003 in a 3-0 win over Derby County. Since then, he was a regular in Crewe's backline and, for the 2005-06 season, he played a majority of games in midfield. He moved on to Preston North End in 2007 and then made his first Premier League appearance with West Bromwich Albion in 2011. Club career Crewe Alexandra born in Shrewsbury, Shropshire, Jones joined Crewe as a trainee at a young age following a recommendation to then-manager Dario Gridi by former Crewe centre-half Dave Walton. Jones worked his way through the Crewe Academy ranks in 2003 Jones signed his first professional contract for the club. The English defender made his debut for the club at 16 years of age against Derby County as a substitute for Justin Cochrane. The Railwayman went on to win the game 3-0 with goals from Andrew Barrowman, Dean Ashton and Ben Ricks. Jones went on to play a further 26 league games, which also included his first goal for the club against Wigan Athletic, which later won the Goal of the Season award. Jones later added the Young Player of the Year award to his collection. Despite his young age, the young defender continued to be a regular in the Crewe first team. Jones played a total of 20 league games during the 2004-05 season, none of them as a substitute. This was also the only season in which Jones failed to score a league goal for Crewe. Jones had an impressive 2005-06 season despite the club's relegation from the Football League Championship. Jones played in a central midfield role for most of the season before moving to a left-back role at the end of the season with the signing of Tony Grant during the January transfer window to fill in his midfield role for the remainder of the season. Jones scored 7 goals over the season, becoming the club's top goal scorer. Jones later won the Player of the Year award. Jones was joined by more experienced defenders for the 2006-07 season, namely ex-Aston Villa player Neil Cox and Notts County's Julian Bordett. He played his 100th league game for the club 10 games into the season against Millwall. In October 2006, Jones rejected an extension to his contract at Crewe. A week after rejecting his contract, Crewe put Jones on the transfer list. This resulted in a number of clubs being linked with a move for the young defender, most notably Premiership club Manchester City, who were, according to the Daily Mirror, lining up a £1.5 million offer for him. Jones was later joined by John Otzimobile and Luke Rodgers on the Crewe transfer list. However, Jones was in a different position to both Otzimobile and Rodgers because of his age, as Crewe manager Dario Gridi said that he would take a chance on a tribunal, meaning that Jones could stay at Crewe until the end of his contract and the club would still get a fee for Jones' transfer. Following a rejected offer by Stoke City, the Daily Mail reported the Everton were, in their words, moving in, for an offer on the English defender. Preston North End . On June 11, 2007, Jones joined Preston North End with a 4-year contract from Crewe Alexandra, after much deliberation over which Football League Championship side he was going to join. On August 24, 2007, the Football League tribunal for the transfer from Crewe to Preston was held. The outcome was that Preston had to pay Crewe an initial £50,000 fee on top of the original £200,000 transfer fee, making the first payment £250,000 overall. Additional clauses were also introduced. At the start of 2008, Preston would have to pay Crewe £200,000 and also pay £62,500 when Jones reached his 15th, 30th, 45th and 60th first-team appearance. The Lancashire club would also have to pay Crewe another £250,000 if the Lillywhites were promoted to the Premier League, if Jones was still at the club, and the final clause was that if Preston do sell Jones, 20% of the transfer fee would be paid to Crewe. Overall, if all the criteria were fulfilled, Preston would have to pay Crewe at least £1 million. Since joining Preston, Jones has played a great part in the team, and has made the right-back position his own after the sale of Crewe Alexandra to Burnley. Jones has played both at the back and in the centre of midfield. On February 22, 2011, Jones headed in a 96th-minute equaliser against Nottingham Forest to rescue struggling Preston a point at the City Ground. Jones made a massive impact on Preston North End, becoming the captain in Sean St Ledger's absence towards the end of the season. With around 10 games of the season yet to be played, with the Lily-Whites more than 10 points from safety, Jones announced that he would not sign a new contract at the club if Preston failed to remain in the Championship. Even with a late charge towards the end of the season, which saw Preston find some form and saw the whole of Deepdale bouncing and chanting "We are staying up," Preston North End were relegated after a 1-0 home defeat to Cardiff City, with a further 2 games to be played. Jones was awarded with the Player of the Year for 2010-11 before his final game at Deepdale, mainly because he had been played out of position for a lot of games, due to Preston's lack of choice at the left-back position. Jones captained Preston in their final game of the 2010-11 season, which was a 3-1 home victory against Watford. West Bromwich Albion. On June 3, 2011, Jones joined Premier League side West Bromwich Albion on a free transfer, having agreed a 3-year contract. Jones made 17 Premier League appearances in his debut top-flight season. The former Preston fullback provided cover for Stephen Reid, who was ruled out for the season, after picking up an ankle injury against Chelsea in March 2012. Jones was involved in 6 of Albion's 10 Premier League clean sheets in his first season, including a 0-0 draw with future champions Manchester City on Boxing Day and a historic 1-0 triumph at Liverpool in April 2012. Jones scored his first goal for West Brom in a 1-1 draw against Newcastle United on April 20, 2013. Sunderland. On May 28, 2014, Jones joined Sunderland on a free transfer after he rejected a new contract at West Bromwich Albion. He said, "I'm really happy to be here and I'm looking forward to getting back for pre-season and kicking on. I've played at the Stadium of Light a number of times, so I know what great backing the club has. I knew I was signing for a massive club with everything in place to kick on up the league and carry on moving forward." Jones scored his first goal for Sunderland on October 25, 2015 in the derby match against Newcastle. International career. While Jones was playing for the Crewe youth team, he played in England's youth setup as well. The defender has captained all levels up to under-20 level. Career statistics, as of October 26, 2015. References. External links: Billy Jones' career statistics at Soxerbase, international statistics at the FA.